By the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can get your first private party booking, whether it's weddings, corporate events, or anything like that. Let's get into the video. What's going on, people? I'll go by the name of DJ CB, and I help bedroom DJs transition over to a club DJ. If you like the sound of that, make sure you're hitting that subscriber button down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post a video. Right, the question of the day is, do you have a Mixcloud account? If you do, write yes or no in the comments below. Let's get into it. Right, so the first thing you need to do when you're trying to get private bookings, or any booking in fact, is you need to practice. You should be practicing when you get home from work for about half an hour to an hour every day, I say. When I first started DJing, I was DJing every single day after work, trying to practice, trying to get my transitions properly, trying to make sure that my song selection is correct, and just trying to practice being a DJ, pretending I'm not in my room and pretending I'm DJing in front of people. You got to remember that when you're out in these clubs, it's completely different to when you're inside your bedroom. So you need to make sure that you're practicing as if there's people in front of you. Make sure that you're practicing your transitions. Make sure that you're practicing transitioning from one song to another. Make sure you're practicing transitioning, doing mixing and blending. Make sure you're practicing dropping on a one. There's so many different types of way you can practice to be ready for a private party booking. One tip I'll give to you guys is when you're practicing on your DJ software, whether it be Rekordbox or Serato, make sure that you're recording yourself. Just hit record when you start your practice session and just play it as you normally do. And when you're finished, download the file onto your computer, onto your phone, and listen back to yourself. Give yourself feedback. Was that transition good enough? Was that change good enough? Think of these things in your head and then make sure that you're correcting them. You have no room for mistakes when you're out DJing in front of people. Once you mess up, you mess up. You need to make sure that you're practicing every single day up until, actually you should be just practicing every single day whilst you're DJing. I practice every single day for at least half an hour trying to find different things that can make me better as a DJ. The second thing is download a whole variety of music. When you're doing corporate events and weddings, there's gonna be a whole range of people, ranging from grandparents, parents, people my age, which were born in the 90s. Then you've got the current generation, but then you've got children as well. You need to make sure that you have all this music to cover, because you never know who's going to be at this party and you'll never know who you're going to need to please. If you're pleasing the older generation like grandparents, you need to make sure that you have the 60s, 70s, 80s music. If you're trying to please my generation, you need the 90s, the 2000s. The current generation, obviously music from now, 2020, 2019, but then you also need to make sure that you're catering for the children as well. You got to remember, TikTok is a big thing right now, and children from the youngest ages will know songs on TikTok. So make sure that you've got TikTok trending songs in your library. You need to make sure that you have this massive variety of music in your library. Otherwise, you are going to struggle when it comes to doing private party bookings. A record pool I recommend when you need to get a massive batch of music is Franchise Record Pool. It's $19.99 per month dollars. That's about the same as about £16, £17 in English money. This website has a bunch of music ranging from the 70s to the 80s all the way until now. You can go and download music from the 90s, the 2000s, and build up your music library. I recommend this record pool because it is the best value for money. So make sure that you go to Franchise Record Pool. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just telling you from my own experience that Franchise Record Pool is the best record pool to get if you need to build up your music library. Right, so the third thing when you're trying to get yourself your first booking is talk to friends and family. Friends and families are potentially going to be having birthday parties, weddings, christenings, anything like that. So make sure that you're talking to your friends and make sure you're talking to your family, because you never know, you could be their next DJ for their event. So talk to them, see what they're doing. I know as a DJ, when you got friends and you do things for your friends, they're going to be like, oh, come on, let's do it for mates rates, blah, 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 blah. Do not give in. Mates rates are just dumb. Do not fall for mates rates. You got to take your equipment, you got to take your skills, you need to take your stuff all the way to this event. So don't be doing no mates rates. Make sure that you go with the rate that you want. Don't let anyone change it for mates rates or anything like that. But yeah, make sure that you're talking to loads of family and friends. I guarantee if you ask your friend or you ask your auntie, they're going to be having a birthday sometime soon, and then you can DJ for them. And when you get an opportunity to DJ for a family, take it, and I'll tell you why. Experience is key in this DJ game. It's a whole different ball game from DJing in your bedroom. Guarantee most of you lot watching right now are bedroom DJs. You lot are used to playing in front of no one in your room, doing all these mixing, doing all this stuff. But when you get out in front of people, different ball game. Okay? There's gonna be people on the dance floor relying on you to keep them dancing. If you go off and play any random song and people stop dancing, they are going to kick up a fuss. When you get a booking, take it, because every single booking you're going to get some sort of experience that's going to make you a better DJ. So make sure that you're getting these bookings from your family and friends, taking them to get the experience. Also, when you're accepting these bookings, make sure that after you've accepted it, you're asking what kind of music they want. You don't want to turn up to a booking without the music that the people actually like. You might be doing a wedding that wants rock music. You might get a booking that's purely hip hop. And if you go to these bookings and you don't have the hip hop, people are going to get onto you. They're going to say to you, oh, can we plug in Spotify? Can we do this? Can we do that? You need to make sure that you're prepared. So when you accept a booking from someone, make sure you ask them what music they are looking for. And I'll tell you why this is super important later on in the video. Right, the next step on trying to get yourself a private booking is creating your social media accounts. Create things like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Facebook is going to be your best friend when it comes to doing private party bookings. You're going to have all your family, friends, colleagues on Facebook. So put up a post, I'm a DJ, I'm doing birthday parties, weddings, anyone interested, please give me a message. So then at least you're going to be reaching out to your friends and family. And then hopefully from that, you'll get a DM saying, oh yeah, we're looking for a DJ. Then you can negotiate prices and then ask them what kind of music they want. Also with the social media thing, once you get your booking, make sure that you are going to these bookings and taking photographs, taking videos. Make sure you get a picture of your setup when you go to the booking. Make sure you get someone to take a picture of you whilst you're behind the decks. Take a picture of the crowd dancing, and then get someone to record you DJing whilst there's people on the dance floor. All these different types of things are going to help you in the long run when you're trying to get other bookings. When you're trying to do it for the first time, trying to get your first booking, it's going to be very tough because you haven't got any evidence behind you. But once you get your first booking, make sure that you can get all the evidence. So when you go and inquire someone for a booking, or someone says, oh, are you a DJ? What kind of experience you have? You can turn around and be like, you know what? I got this experience. Look at these photos. I had people dancing. I had people doing this. I had people doing that. So make sure that you're using social media to your advantage. Upload your pictures to Instagram so people can see you and be like, rah, that's how he's moving at the party, yeah? Like, do you know what I mean? And also put it up on your Facebook when you're putting up the post that you're a DJ and you want to get some bookings. Put up a post saying, if anyone requires a DJ, I'm available XYZ, and then put up the pictures from your previous party. People will see the pictures and be like, wow, okay, let's book him. So make sure you're using social media to your advantage to get your first private party booking. Right, before we get on to the next step, please make sure you're hitting that like button down below. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. One little tap of that like button will actually get this video out to more people. There's a lot of DJs that don't have any bookings at all. So by you liking this video, it will get out to more and more people, which will help out my channel and it will help out other DJs. Right, so just hit that little like button just down below. Let's get into the next step. So once you get that booking, once you secure that booking, make sure you go to the booking and smash it. Make sure that you're learning from this booking that you've just taken. Go to the booking, do your thing, and then when you finished, reflect on how it went. Did you get there on time? Did you set up properly? Did you have any problems? Did you have people on the dance floor the whole night? If you've answered negatively to any of these things, think back, why was people not dancing? And then get yourself prepared for the next time you do a private party booking. Experience is key, people. I'm gonna keep saying that through this whole video. Experience is key, experience is key, experience is key. The more bookings you do, the better you will become as a DJ. You'll get familiar with crowds, you'll get familiar with structure. If you see girls dance on the dance floor, you know to play girly songs. If you see children on the dance floor, you know to play children's songs. You need to have this experience to know what to play at the right times to keep the people happy on the dance floor. Right, so previously in the video I said once you get a booking, make sure that you're asking them what kind of music they want once you've accepted the booking, and I'm going to tell you why in this step. Private party bookings, people actually just want the music that they want. If they're booking you for their wedding, they're going to want all their wedding songs. So make sure that you're asking them what kind of music they want. And then once you get an idea of what kind of music they want, go home and download it. Don't ignore them and be like, oh nah, don't worry, I'm going to play whatever I want. Private parties are different to club booking. The people that books you are going to want the music they want. So go home and download the music. One tip I'm going to give to you is when you find out what kind of music they want, let's say example wedding, head over to Spotify and type in wedding playlist. This will give you a playlist of all the wedding songs, all the bait wedding songs. Download all these tracks, then have a look at them and see what kind of songs they are, and then you can download other songs relatable to them. Do not get caught out when you're going to these bookings, because people are going to get onto you if you're not playing their songs. They're going to come up to you and be like, can you play it off YouTube? Can you play it off Spotify? Can I put my aux lead in? You need to make sure that you have all the music to keep the people happy. It will make the people happy and it will make you happy. There's nothing worse than people coming up to you requesting songs that you don't have. So just get yourself prepared for the type of booking it is. Wedding booking, wedding playlist. Simple as that. Right, so now you've got your booking, you've got your foot in the door, you're about to go to this booking. Turn up on time. Do not turn up late to a booking. If you're going to turn up late to a booking, the people are not going to book you again. I guarantee it. They have a time they want to start the party, and if you're late, you are the main attraction of the party because you are providing the music. Make sure that you leave home on time with plenty of time to get to this booking. Look on Google Maps and see how long it takes and give yourself a buffer so you know that you can leave and get there in plenty of time. I have never been late for a booking. I always make sure that I get there nice and early. But I guarantee if you was to be late, you will be stressed. You'll be stressed getting to the booking, you'll be stressed getting there and setting up, and I guarantee you'll start getting hot and bothered and stressed, and you just don't want it before a booking, I promise you. So when you get the booking, make sure that you manage your time and get there on time. This is key to getting even more bookings once you get your first one. But because this is your first booking, make sure that you're getting there an hour early to set up. People, just listen to me when I say that, because I guarantee if you turn up late, you're going to be like, you know what, yeah, I wish I listened to DJ CB. Listen to me now and make sure that you turn up on time. Another thing you need to have to get prepared for your first booking is have a backup of your equipment and music. There is nothing going to be worse than if you're a laptop DJ with a controller and your laptop decides to die during the set and you've got no backup. What's going to happen? The people are going to be fuming at you. People are going to be looking at you. You are in control of the music and they're going to be looking at you saying, what's happening? I always carry a aux lead that plugs into anything. XLR speakers, it can plug into RCAs. I've done a video previously on what kind of backups you need to have as a DJ. I'm going to link it down in the description down below. Make sure that you have these backups. Also, make sure that you have a backup of your music. If you're playing on CDJs and you're using a laptop, make sure you've got USBs with your music on. Make sure that you have backups, people. I cannot stress you on enough. Just imagine it now. You're playing music, everyone's having a good time, music cuts off, and you have no backup and you've got to be like, I'm so sorry, we can't play any more music. You need to make sure you have backups. Listen to me when I tell you, people, backups are essential for when you go to your first ever booking and bookings going forward. But trust me, for your first booking, make sure that you have backups just to cover if anything goes wrong. And the last thing on how to get your bookings and how to get more bookings as a private party DJ is go there and enjoy yourself and smash the set. Once you go to this booking and you do well, you will get more and more and more and more bookings. I guarantee it. There might be someone in the crowd that might be having a wedding next month, and if you do well, they might book you for your wedding. There might be someone that's having a birthday in a couple of weeks. They might want you for their booking. So if you do well, you will get more bookings. Word of mouth in the DJ game is one of the most powerful things ever. If someone says, oh, you know what, that DJ last night was so good, you should book it for your party, that is so powerful. So make sure when you're going to these sets, turn up on time and you'll be less stressed and you'll be able to enjoy yourself. I guarantee it, people. Go and enjoy yourself, be on time, have backups, and you will have even more bookings to go ahead with. I really hope you guys found this video useful. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you're hitting that subscriber button down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post a video. Also, make sure that you'll follow me on Instagram at DJC_B. I post there regularly. I normally post my DJ routines on there, so yeah, make sure you follow me up, and also send me a DM if you want me to cover any topics, or write down in the comments down below if you want me to cover any topics on this channel. But yeah, my name is DJ CB and we're out.